But how good was Legacy?
Amazing.
I'm gonna let you take the driver's seat in this one because this was when I was taking a little bit of my hiatus from
Mm-hmm.
wrestling. We had to dabble and become Patriot Pits. So I don't really remember watching Legacy live.
I loved it.
How good were they for the people?
I I thought it was the perfect way to, first of all, they were all second generation, right?
I
But
mean,
like no one really ever talked about that with Randy Orton. And I think part of it is because he looks so different than his dad. And he, not just that, but like his character was nothing like Cowboy Bob
nothing
Orton.
like Cowboy.
So it's like when you looked at Randy, you didn't immediately think Bob Orton, you know? But like when you looked at Cody, when you looked at Ted, you immediately saw their dads. Not to mention, like, their names are very iconic,
Yeah.
you know? So I thought it was a really good way to, first of all, for them to be mentored by a guy like Randy Orton, who at that point was legendary, but went on to become even more legendary. And to use their status of being a second generation superstar in a positive way, but obviously they were a heel faction, so it was almost like they were using it as like, I'm better than you because like this is in my blood. Like, do you know who my dad was? You know, like those types of things. And I felt like it was the right way to go about it because I think most people assumed that, okay, well, the easiest way for you to go about this is to ignore the fact that your dad is this person because you don't want to be compared to them. You don't want to live in their shadow. You don't want
Yeah.
to constantly be like, oh, you know, like as Cody says in the documentary, I don't want to always be Dusty's kid. I want to be Cody. Like I am
Mhm.
Cody. So to me, it was like it was just the perfect way to like marry everything. And I think it was um a good way to start Cody because Ted kind of went on and did some things. Obviously, him and Cody reunited later. Um, but I think Cody benefited from it a lot more.
Oh yeah. No, he
I
became
mean,
himself.
yeah, and I think you know, I've talked about it before where like even after Legacy finished, like he still tried to avoid being Dusty's kid and like people talking
Oh
about
yeah.
it. And then once he finally embraced it, you know,
Yeah.
even to the point of like he said he bleached his hair blonde because he felt like he earned the right to.
Yeah.
Um, I think once that happened, it's like, okay, that was the right move. And I feel like Legacy was almost the foundation for that because he was embracing the fact that Dusty was his dad at that point. Because the whole point of Legacy was that you were continuing your dad's
Exactly.
legacy. So I thought they were great. I thought they worked really well together. I was obsessed. I was obsessed. And to me, it was like, to make a Patriots reference, it was like when Brady, Amendola, and like Julian Edelman or Jimmy Garoppolo were like on the Patriots. It was like Team Handsome. It was like
Yeah.
this was like handsome faction, you know?